So, you're sitting there, maybe scrolling on your phone, and a thought pops into your head. What if? What if you packed it all up and moved? But where to? The big question, the one that fuels a million daydreams and late night internet searches, is this: Europe or the USA? Which one is better? It's like choosing between two superheroes. One has this cool ancient backstory with amazing architecture and a cape made of paid vacation days. The other is big, bold, and has the superpower of making anything seem possible, even if it means working 80 hours a week to get there. It's a classic showdown, a cultural heavyweight match. On one side of the ring, you have the United States of America, land of the free, home of the brave, and the undisputed champion of the drive-through. It's a place built on ambition where the dream is to go from zero to hero, preferably in a very large truck. Everything is bigger here: the cars, the portions, the shopping malls, the national parks. It's a continent-sized country with a can-do attitude that's as infectious as it is exhausting. Then, in the other corner, you have Europe. Not one country, but a whole collection of them all squished together like a fascinating multi-flavored box of chocolates. Italy with its pasta and passion, Germany with its precision and beer, Spain with its siestas and sunshine. The vibe is different. It's older, for sure. You can have a coffee in a building that's older than America itself. The focus seems to be less on the hustle and more on, well, living. Let's talk about money, because at the end of the day, you can't pay your rent with beautiful sunsets or inspiring dreams. When it comes to the cost of living, the US and Europe are playing two very different games. In America, your salary might look bigger on paper. You see that number and you think, I've made it, I'm rich. But then life starts happening. You have to pay for your own health insurance, which can cost hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars a month. You need a car, maybe two, and that car needs gas, insurance, repairs. Suddenly, that big salary starts looking a lot smaller, like a magician's disappearing rabbit. Then there's the cost of major life events. Want to go to college in the US? Get ready to take out a loan that could follow you around for decades, like a very persistent, very expensive ghost. The average student debt is now over $37,000. Now let's hop over to Europe. Your salary in, say, Portugal or Germany might seem lower at first glance, but then you start subtracting the things you don't have to pay for. Public university is often free or costs a fraction of the US price. Healthcare is funded through taxes, so you don't have a monthly premium that's the size of a car payment. In many cities, you can live a full and happy life without a car, saving thousands a year. It's a different financial model. The government takes a bigger slice of your paycheck, yes, but it gives you back a safety net. The American work ethic is legendary. It's the rise and grind culture, the hustle mentality. The idea is that you should love your job so much that it doesn't feel like work, which is a brilliant marketing trick. It's still work. The standard is a 40-hour week, but that's often just a suggestion. Answering emails at 10 p.m., that's dedication. Skipping lunch to finish a project, you're a team player. The concept of paid vacation is also a wild ride. The US is the only advanced economy in the world that does not federally mandate any paid vacation time. The average worker gets about 10 days a year, and many feel guilty for even taking that. This culture creates an environment where your job can become your entire identity. When you meet someone new in America, what's the first question they ask? So what do you do? This can be great for ambition and innovation. It fuels a dynamic economy where big ideas can flourish, but it can also lead to burnout. People are stressed, people are tired. Now let's fly to Europe. The attitude is fundamentally different. The motto isn't work hard, play hard. It's more like work reasonably, then go live your life. Most countries have legally mandated paid vacation, often 4 to 6 weeks per year, and people take it. The entire country of France practically shuts down in August. If you send a work email to someone in Italy during their lunch break, you might not hear back for 2 hours. That's not because they're lazy, it's because lunch is a respected part of the day, not a 10-minute refuel at your desk. The work-life balance isn't just a trendy phrase, it's a protected and cherished principle. Alright, let's talk about something that everyone everywhere needs: healthcare. in the United States, the system is an adventure. It's mostly tied to your job. Your employer offers you a plan. You pick one from a list of confusing acronyms, PPO, HMO. Then a chunk of money disappears from your paycheck every month. But that's just the beginning. You also have a deductible. A deductible is the amount you pay out of pocket before insurance helps. Then there are co-pays for every visit and co-insurance for procedures. It's a system so complex it feels like an escape room designed your insurance. The fear of getting sick in America is real. It's not just the illness, it's the bill that comes after. A simple ER visit for stitches can cost thousands. An ambulance ride? Another grand. Now let's cross the Atlantic. In most European countries, healthcare is treated as a public right. Systems vary, but the principle is universal coverage funded through taxes. UK, National Health Service. Walk into a doctor's office, see a specialist, go to the hospital, you won't see a bill. France, Germany, you might pay a small fee upfront, but most of it is reimbursed. The system is funded by everyone for everyone. It's not tied to your job. Lose your job, keep your coverage. Of course, no system is perfect. You might face longer wait times for non-urgent care, but the trade-off is freedom from financial anxiety. Peace of mind, getting better, not going bankrupt. A broken leg is a medical problem, not a financial catastrophe. How you get from point A to point B says a lot about your life. In America, the answer is almost always in a car. The country was built around the automobile. Cities expanded outwards, not upwards, creating vast suburbs, connected by a web of highways, connected by a web of freeways. For many Americans, a car isn't a luxury, it's an absolute necessity. It's your ticket to your job, the grocery store, your kids' school, pretty much everywhere else. This creates a culture of driving. Your first taste of freedom as a teenager is getting your driver's license. Your car is an extension of your personality, a private bubble where you can listen to your music and, well, sit in traffic. And oh, the traffic. Major cities are choked with congestion. The average American commuter spends nearly 54 hours a year stuck in traffic. That's more than a full work week. Public transportation exists outside a few major cities. New York, Chicago. It's often underfunded, infrequent, honestly seen as a last resort. Now let's look at Europe. The car is still present, of course, but it's not the king. Here, public transportation reigns supreme. European cities were designed centuries before the automobile. Compact, dense, walkable. They are connected by trains, trams, buses, subways, clean, efficient, and widely used. Used by students, used by business executives. You can get from the center of Paris to the heart of Brussels in under an hour and a half by high-speed train, reading a book, sipping a coffee. Contrast, European high-speed train next to gridlocked American highway. Cityscapes versus suburbia. Where do you call home? The American dream pictured with a white picket fence. It's the dream of a single family home in the suburbs with a green lawn, a 2-car garage, and a backyard for barbecues. This is how a huge portion of the American population lives. Suburbia is a world of its own, with quiet, winding streets, cul-de-sacs, and a strong sense of privacy. Your home is your castle, a personal sanctuary separated from your neighbors by a respectable distance. Life revolves around the home and the car that takes you away from it. This suburban lifestyle has its pros. You get more space for your money, both inside and out. It's often seen as a safer, quieter place to raise a family with good schools and community pools. But it can also be isolating. You have to drive everywhere, turning simple errands into logistical operations. Spontaneous social interaction is rare. You don't just bump into your neighbors. You have to schedule play dates for your kids and plan get-togethers with friends. In Europe, the dream is often different. While suburbs exist, the heart of life is typically the city center. Many people, including families with children, prefer to live in apartments in bustling urban neighborhoods. The ideal isn't a big yard, but a balcony overlooking a lively street with a bakery, a butcher, a small grocery store, and a cafe, all within a few minutes' walk. Space is at a premium, so homes are smaller, but your living room extends into the city itself. The local park is your backyard, the neighborhood square is your patio, and the cafe on the corner is your second office. This creates a completely different social fabric. Life is lived in public. You see the same faces every day. The baker you buy your bread from, the old man who walks his dog at the same time as you, the kids playing soccer in the plaza. Community is built through daily, casual interactions. You are what you eat, and what Americans and Europeans eat couldn't be more different. America is the land of convenience and abundance. It's the birthplace of the fast food industry, where you can get a full meal in a paper bag in under 3 minutes. Portion sizes are famously huge. A medium soda in the US could easily be a large or family size anywhere else. Supermarkets are gigantic warehouses, endless aisles offering an overwhelming amount of choice. You can find 50 different types of breakfast cereal and a dozen brands of peanut butter. The emphasis is on speed, value, and consistency. This culture of food has its upsides. It's efficient and affordable. For busy families, a quick drive-through meal or a frozen pizza can be a lifesaver. However, it comes at a cost. The food is often highly processed, packed with sugar, salt, and preservatives. The connection to where food comes from is often lost. Food is a product, something you buy packaged and ready to go. The act of eating can become a hurried necessity, something to be done quickly in the car or in front of the TV, rather than a cherished ritual. In Europe, the relationship with food is more like a love affair. It's deeply cultural, regional, and seasonal. Food is about tradition and pleasure. Think of the French spending hours debating which cheese to buy, or the Italians treating their daily pasta dish with religious reverence. The meal is an event, something to be savored and shared with family and friends. Lunch breaks can be long, and dinners can stretch for hours, filled with conversation and multiple courses. The focus is on fresh, high-quality ingredients, often sourced locally. This is most visible in the shopping habits. Instead of one massive weekly trip to a hypermarket, many Europeans shop every day or two. They go to the baker for bread, the butcher for meat, and the outdoor market for fresh fruits and vegetables. They know what's in season because that's what's available. This approach takes more time, and it might seem less convenient, but it fosters a profound connection to the food, the people who produce it, and the community. It's a culture where food isn't just fuel for the body, it's nourishment for the soul. We've taken a whirlwind tour of 2 different worlds, each with its own unique flavor of life. In the corner for Team USA, you have the promise of limitless opportunity. It's a culture of optimism and ambition, where big dreams are encouraged and anything feels possible if you hustle hard enough. You get more space, more convenience, a powerful sense of individual freedom. The cost of this dream, however, is a relentless pressure to perform. The safety nets are smaller and the stakes are higher. The fear of a medical bill or student debt can cast a long shadow. Then you have Team Europe, offering a different kind of prize. It's the promise of a life well lived. The focus is on balanced community and the enjoyment of the simple things. You get long vacations, universal healthcare, walkable cities, and a food culture that turns every meal into a celebration. But this lifestyle also comes with its own set of trade-offs. Salaries can be lower and taxes are higher. The pace of life can sometimes feel slow, even bureaucratic. For the fiercely ambitious, the emphasis on collective well-being might feel like it stifles individual drive. So the ultimate question remains, and it's one only you can answer. Which life would you choose? Are you drawn to the American dream of endless possibility, where your ambition is the only limit, or does the European model of work-life balance and community connection speak to your soul? Maybe you're thinking there's no perfect choice and you'd want to cherry pick the best of both worlds. Fair enough. But if you had to pack your bags tomorrow, which direction would you head? Drop a comment below and let me know which lifestyle resonates with you more. Are you Team USA or Team Europe? And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into lifestyle comparisons, make sure to subscribe for more videos that explore the fascinating differences in how we live around the world. Because at the end of the day, understanding different ways of life helps us appreciate both where we are and where we might want to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.